are particularly concerned and call on the state security services and the Nigeria police force to immediately restrain persons such as Malaye, Momodu, and a certain pastor, Paul Eneche of Dunamis Church.
Hello my beautiful people, you guys are welcome back to my channel, my correct country people. You guys are welcome back. And if you are just coming across me for the first time, please do well to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, like and share my video as well. And to all my returning subscribers, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So guys, I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to leave a video for you guys to watch why they said they need to be arrested, why they said they need to be restrained. So guys, in a country where you do not have a right to say your mind, in fact, let me just leave the video for you guys to watch and I'm going to come back.
They should be restrained from their clear calls to violence. Malaye's tweets threatening violence, Momodu going on TV to announce the purported winner, and Eneche's hate speech from the pulpit clearly violate every law of the land. They should not go scot-free. When failure stared them in the face, rather than accepting the outcome with dignity like good Democrats would, some saw-loose began shopping for ways to cut corners or scuttle the process. We have seen so many doctored results giving false victory to the Labour Party in places where it performed abysmally poor. The idea was to give its followers hope and prepare them for a planned street insurrection. The PDP has employed almost similar tactics despite secretly admitting defeat. They went about with mouth-watering offers looking for willing partners that would help them to subvert the will of the people. Perhaps, having failed to procure officials to help it to doctor results, the PDP earlier today rented willing television station airwaves to make very dangerous statements on the election.
A word of caution. Dear friends, we have witnessed an unusually stressful and challenging elections and vote casting process under very difficult conditions in most cases. Yesterday, some people's voting didn't start till around 1 p.m. Some people in some places had rains and all manner of things, all manner of strenuous condition. But I saw patriotism, enthusiasm, and the determination of our nation's citizens for a change of story like I have never before seen. Record-breaking turnout crowds. Our polling unit, maybe the crowd multiplied like 10 times of what it has ever been, with multitudes of first-time voters. Unfortunately, the human demons in our country and their lunatic mad agents in various parts of this country didn't allow for a peaceful and just process in those places. Video recordings of their misdeeds were flying from Lagos, from Rivers, from Kogi, from Anambra, etc., with thugs at the helm of affairs at certain units. Someone was saying, if you are not voting our party in a particular polling unit in Lagos, and the police was standing right there, leave here. What a country. I thought I heard an order that every thug should be shot down at sight. There was a place where the gate was locked, and the thugs told the people, if you are not voting our party, their party, their disastrous, nonsense, useless party, don't come in here. In some places, people are told, if you don't want to vote our party, go back to your place. In certain places, there was a report of no more presidential ballot papers. But there were ballot papers for senatorial and House of Reps. There were other places where a particular party's logo and name was not on the ballot paper at all. Also, there were cases of thugs snatching ballot papers, underage voting. I think they showed me a clip of a boy of about, is it 4 years or 5 years, 6 years, casting a vote somewhere. The question is, who are the kinds of leaders or aspirants who will orchestrate those kinds of criminality? They are worthless, valueless, generational liabilities, mobile disasters, who have neither the credibility, relevance, or quality to command any form of followership or win any form of credible election. So they have to resort to criminality, thuggery, and all forms of manipulative devices to attempt to win. The Lord rebuke you. Those are primordial, medieval, outmoded, antiquated, outdated, primitive, obsolescent entities. Ancient people who belong only to history and not to the modern times. Bringing Stone Age, barbaric, savage, bestial, animal behavior into contemporary times. Using ballot snatching and voter intimidation. When you look at them, they look like animals. Both those dogs and those who send them like animals. What monkeys will not do, what baboons will not do, are what these human demons in the name of so-called aspiring leaders, animals trying to lead human beings. Impossible. Animals trying to lead people. Animals, apes, trying to lead human beings. It is impossible. We announce that they are at the end of their road, politically and otherwise, since they have confirmed that they don't belong to this age. Who are these kinds of leaders? They are detestable, abhorrent, reprehensible, obnoxious, odious personalities, bent on immersing the nation in the flavor of shame and ignominy in the eyes of the international community, as they watch all the terrible things through their contemptible, execrated, abominable electoral crimes and actions, bringing Nigeria into odium and opprobrium. We announce that the shame that they are trying to bring on the nation remains their shame forever. It remains the shame of all that pertains to them forever. Voting manipulation, all manner of things. Now, despite all these abnormalities cited, the people of Nigeria overwhelmingly expressed their choice of leadership through their vote everywhere, voting against even so-called aspirants and winning them in their own grounds, in their polling units, winning them in their territories, in their so-called states. The people spoke through their vote. This is my counsel to Eneche. Eneche, be strongly advised to do the right thing and do it on time. Issues of inability to upload results on server, failure of results upload from beavers machines, delay in the arrival of results, especially from the northern parts of this country, is raising suspicion. They are raising a lot of suspicion. What was the use of giving the hope to the country? Eneche is ready. Beavers machine, automatic transmission of results. And yet we are here, still here now. Result manipulation and all manner of things are still going on. Kindly ensure that this is not game as usual. Every attempt at scuttling the will of the people or frustrating the zeal of the youth will only produce unimaginable consequences. You are not dealing with dummies. You are dealing with intelligent people. Nigerians are tired of the games of these demonic agents, and we are not going to take it anymore. People have voted. They are watching their votes. People already have the results of their polling units, etc., as confirmed at the end of the voting exercise. Just be wise. Do the right thing and go down in history in honor. I'm talking to the Eneche leadership right now, the chairman. Do the right thing and go down in history in honor and dignity, or do the wrong thing and go down in shame and ignominy and infamy forever. God bless Nigeria. Stand up on your feet, people. We are not, hear me. We are not going to take rubbish from anybody. We are not going to take garbage from anybody. You can't take anybody for the ride. You have taken us for the ride for too long. And now we won't take rubbish. Lift up your hands. The Bible said there are many devices in the heart of man. 200 million people taken for a ride by a few irresponsible, redundant, remotely disconnected human entities that don't belong to this present age. Few of them, handful of them, valuable for nothing. They are sellable for nothing. They are not marketable. Taking a whole nation for the ride. You are joking. You are joking.
5th of February, fellow Nigerians turned out in large numbers to cast their votes in the presidential and National Assembly elections. On behalf of our presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, GCON, and the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, we wish to thank all Nigerians, irrespective of their political affiliations, for turning up to vote for the candidates of their choice. We also want to commend the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the security agencies, and all other paramilitary forces for ensuring that the atmosphere of the election was peaceful. Having cast your votes, as Nigerians, we earnestly expect the results to be announced. It is also our expectations that the announced results will be in alignment with the ballots we have cast. As a campaign, we expect nothing less. We have been following the trend of post-election activities, and it is our desire to reset certain wrong impressions being created to confuse the public. From already collated results data, we are proud to inform Nigerians that the People's Democratic Party remains in the lead in the election of last weekend. It's the same thing also in the spread. We are certainly the only pan-Nigerian party today. We remain the only political party which has secured the necessary 25% spread across more than 24 states in the country. No other political party has been able to cross this essential constitutional requirement. As a matter of fact, we have it on credible grounds that our main opponent in this election, the All Progressives Congress Party, is currently mounting pressure in attempts to have their way in securing 25% in Imo State and the Ebonyi State in particular. It is on the merits of this intelligence that we are calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to apply all necessary precautions before announcing procured results in the presidential election from these two states in particular. Our presidential candidate had yesterday urged the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, to instruct collation officers to upload results from the polling units to the INEC server to avert those results being compromised by a few governors of the ruling party who were shopping around feverishly for numbers to make up for their shortfalls. As we speak, the APC has not been able to meet the required 25% threshold and demand that INEC should not cave in to the pressures and desperation of the APC to buy advantages for itself in this regard. Similarly, We have it on good grounds that the APC is currently making attempts to show up some votes from Lagos. In fact, we just received a video that shows this very clearly. We urge the Independent National Electoral Commission to resist this pressure being mounted on them, especially in Lagos Central Senatorial District, where the People's Democratic Party is in clear lead. We further urge the Electoral Commission to put substantial surveillance on Lagos State. The APC is doing all within its means to cheat in Lagos. Because without Lagos, there is no pathway whatsoever for victory. To the supporters of the People's Democratic Party, we want to say special thank you for the terrific work that you have done to put our great party on the path towards victory in the election. Through your incredible efforts, we are happy to inform you, our members, that we are doing extremely well in the Northwest, in the Northeast, in the North Central, in the Southwest, in the South-South, though understandably not too well in the Southeast. We urge you all, our esteemed members, to disregard the mind games being played by the APC. From our standpoint, the APC has no justifiable path to winning this election. Unlike the PDP, the APC lacks the spread, and the figures are not adding up for them. Therefore, we urge all PDP members to be vigilant, remain steadfast, and absolutely peaceful. Thank you so much.